today's objective is to answer the question, is Cara still a beginner rider? Now, you've actually been riding for a little bit of time now.
I have,
We
yeah.
first did a teaching her tricks video, number 1, back at the tail end of 2018. Although you didn't jump straight on the wagon then and start riding, it was a little bit later that you actually started taking it serious and trying to progress. And I'm sure I speak for both of us, but from my point of view, to document Cara's progression has been really, really good fun. It was we never set out to make a video series or anything like that from it, and it just happened. You've benefited. I'm sure, I know most of you, a lot of you guys have benefited from watching and following her progress on the bike. And today we want to decide, and we need your help through the power of comments, is Cara still a beginner? We've come to Twisted Oaks Bike Park. This is such a beginner-friendly bike park. You've learnt a lot of your skills here, haven't you?
So many skills, yeah. It's a perfect place to come and just practice.
You're on the e-bike?
I am.
Which, in my opinion, is the best bike that a beginner can start on because they're really stable in the air for jumping with the increased weight, and you've got the motor, so you get unlimited goes, basically, which just means more progress. But the first test is going to take part down here in the car park. And it's the first skill that I taught you, which is the track stand. So I want to see if after all these years, you've actually been practicing and if you can do it.
I couldn't even track stand on my own stuff. I remember like butting
against
up
the
to a wall.
Yeah.
So let's have a look.
There's none of that happening today. Timer is locked and loaded at 30 seconds. Cara is in the start gate, ready to go. Take it away, the stage is yours. When you come to a standstill, I will begin the timer. There we go, there we go. There we go.
It's still going.
Yeah, look at that. That's well easy for you now, isn't it?
I wouldn't say easy.
Yeah, but you're talking and having a conversation.
It involves a lot of
concentration.
brain power. But yeah, that's quite a good one to start with. Definitely come on since the last time, well, not the last time I did it, but since I started. I wouldn't have even wanted to attempt that without like a wall to lean on, but yeah. It's quite good, and it's a good skill to learn because you use it pretty much everywhere you ride. We've come over to the training drop area now, and these drops are perfect because you start small, you go a bit bigger, and then you go even bigger, which is what I'm on right now. This is the biggest training drop they've got here. I've only actually ever done it once and it terrified me, so I haven't actually done it since then. I'm actually feeling pretty confident today. It's really windy, so the fact that I'm gonna send this in the wind just shows how much progression and mental progression I've like built over just practicing my riding. Let's do it.
Easy. Sick, KJ.
Thank you.
I think it's fair to say you've marked it. We need bigger drops for you.
I know, yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, it's cool. It is really cool. Drops are always something that I've found really scary, so to tick that one off again was good. And I went straight into it, so I wasn't actually scared. Although I was scared, but I wasn't scared.
You have confidence to do it. It's too windy for you to hit the jumps, I think.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and check out the jumps in the woods?
Yeah, let's do it.
It honestly doesn't seem 5 minutes ago that you were struggling trying to clear tabletops, and now you've come straight to this and you want to ride it. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
So this is the gap jump behind me, as you can see here, and it's quite a scary one because there's literally no way out. You've got to clear it basically, otherwise it's going to be a horrible case or a horrible crash. One thing I've worked on with jumping is my technique. You guys may or may not have seen, but we've spent quite a lot of time in the skate park recently, and that's definitely helped me to improve being able to pull up, boost, and just get that technique dialed, which in turn has given me the confidence to come onto the e-bike to somewhere like this and be able to ride this gap jump without even hitting a tabletop. So my record for this jump is I've completed it within 3 goes before, so I want to try and match that, or if not, hopefully better that, and be able to clear this within like 1 or 2 goes. So let's go up there and give it a go.
Ooh.
Do you know what? I don't know why I didn't go for that then, because that was perfect.
It wasn't first go.
And I would have done it in first go.
Oh, wow. Come on.
Right, attempt 2. Let's see if I can get it.
Yo, 2 goes. That's a new record.
I beat my... Oh no, that means next time I come, I've got to do it in 1.
First go, you got a 1 bang it.
Yeah.
That was
to
sick,
be honest, I said I could have done it in the first one. I don't know why I didn't go for it. But still happy with that.
That feel good?
Yeah, I actually boosted quite a lot.
You look really controlled on it. I'd say that's progression. You've gone straight into a gap jump with consequences and just smashed it out of the park.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
actually a
really
pretty big one, isn't it?
good. Yeah, very well done.
Thank you very much.
Next feature for you is balance beam.
Last time, I have nightmares all the time about balance beams because the last time I did one, I face planted so bad that I winded myself. So I'm not really looking forward to this one, but I want to redeem myself, so let's go and have a look.
I think this particular part of the video will show quite a lot of progression, maybe not because she's doing something as gnarly, but in the terms of having an accident and getting your head back around it. I'm sure we've all seen the clip, which I'll play right now, of Cara doing the biggest face plant I've ever seen, not even attempting to save her face, just taking it to the floor in Sam's yard on the balance beam. And that really put you off, didn't it?
It really did, and I haven't ridden any kind of balance beam since then because I kind of got a bit
scared.
Well, it literally, I implanted it into my brain.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, today's going to be super challenging in that aspect because I've got to get my head around that, and even sitting here right now I'm getting flashbacks, but it'll be fine. So this is the balance beam that I'm going to be riding today. As you can see, it's not very wide, but the good thing about it is it's not that high off the ground. You could probably roll off of it with little consequences, so it's a perfect one for me today to redeem myself and get the ball rolling again with doing skinnies. Honestly, my heart is going some.
This is a good test though to see if you can overcome it. Go, 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 use that track stand. Oh, you bailed well good.
I just wanted to bail.
Yeah.
I probably could have pushed on, but I just wanted to get off, to know how to get off.
That's
and
sick,
I
though.
actually got off the wrong side that time. I usually jump that side, so wow, scary, but next go.
Technique that she's using here to build confidence and get herself over this beam, something that she's scared of and something that she crashed on, is she's using the fact that she's learned how to bail to help build confidence. So she's telling herself that if it goes wrong, she knows how to get out of it. And what that's showing, going back to whether she's a beginner or not, is that she's actually thinking about how to overcome situations which are difficult, because throughout your mountain biking career, or just the amount of time you're riding, you're 100% always dealing with fear, and it's learning how to sort of get your head around that and figure it out. And she's doing a good demonstration right now, so let's see if she can get it. Oh yes, easy.
Yeah. Well, that was terrifying, I have to say. Even though I've done that quite a few times,
Yeah.
the fact that I did have an off on a balance beam before just put me off a little bit, but it's good, it's possible. And it is possible to get your head around something when you've had
Crash.
a crash, so little steps and you'll get there.
Next up, it's the dreaded cornering, and I know that this is one of the aspects of mountain biking that you still find difficult, although I think it's fair to say you've definitely improved a fair bit from the clips which are playing on the screen right now. But what is it that you find so difficult about riding turns?
So the scariest thing for me is like judging the speed, so going into them too quick and not being able to get the lean and going out the top of the berm, or sliding out and
You're hunting for
not
grip.
getting grip. Yeah, and that's the thing that I find the scariest.
Trying
and it's also-
to manage speed,
Yeah.
and trying to control braking.
Yeah,
It's a lot to
because
take in.
Sometimes as well you've got to jump directly after a berm and you need to carry the speed round the berm, but it's so scary to commit to going fast around a corner. Like, I always liken it, and I know I've said this before, but when you're learning to drive, you're told to brake around a corner, whereas biking, you've got to carry the speed around the corner.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I find scary, but I'm excited to show you guys my progression. So should we go and try it?
Let's check it out. KJ, that was sick. You've definitely got them berms I mean, the comparison between them two clips is so good. I love them first ones where you're like struggling to get down, but that was good. And what we was actually saying a minute ago about struggling carrying speed around berms into a jump flows perfectly into the next section, because behind us we've got the whale tail, and the run up for that is actually 2 switchback berms, which you have to get right to get the speed for this feature, which is on an expert trail here. It's probably the hardest feature in the bike park, and you want to ride it for us today, but you also want to talk a little bit about it before you do.
Definitely. So for me, this has been such a huge mental battle. I've tried it so many times, but then one time it just clicked, I could do it. But the reason that it's so difficult is because you have to react super quickly. The minute you're on, you've got to be prepared to pull up to get off.
Gap in, drop off, isn't it?
It is, and it's super narrow as well, so you've got to be careful not to wobble, or you know, it's so easy to just come
fall
off your straight line and fall off. So I'm definitely, like, my confidence to just come here and session it like it's nothing now, it's just proves how far mentally I've come and just how much more confident I am with biking now.
That was sick, nice.
Still not got that like up and over yet, but you can probably see behind me the sun
is right in your eyes.
Is right in my eyes. I literally had to go for it then because it was being blocked by a tree, so I could see the actual landing.
You get some nice lens flares though.
Are you? Yeah,
nice.
But yeah, stoked on that. That's still a scary one, but it's nice to feel a bit of adrenaline and blood pumping around your body every now and again.
That was such a fun video. It's always good to sort of look back. I like a lot of things in life. Life happens quick, and you sometimes don't realise until you take a minute to sort of go back through things on how far things have progressed. And I'm sure you've enjoyed the comparison of some of them clips. I've enjoyed looking at it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed looking at it. But you're feeling confident on the bike now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, to be fair. Like, I feel like I've come a long way, and just looking back at those old clips, it's not until, like Tom says, until you see it that you think, actually, I am. Because sometimes you'll go out on a ride and be like, oh, I'm not progressing that much. But when you look back long term, you actually have.
You've come far. The question is, which we need you guys to answer, is Cara still a beginner? Leave your comments below, please do, because I'll be interested to know what sort of status you think she's riding at. I think we've done quite a good video and evidence on our side to provide a case to say that you're not a beginner anymore.
Well, what do you think?
I think you're like a intermediate rider, like an amateur, I guess would be the word now. Like you're not, like, beginner is like just starting out. Like you know what's going on, you know what you're doing, and you've proved that in today's video. But there's also still a lot of room for progression, which is great for you. It's great for us, and it's great for you guys, because it means there's so much there for us to still document and share, and hopefully help you guys out there who are learning.
And this year I'm going to go big.
We're going big.
I'm going big.
So on that note, we're going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please give us a thumbs up if you had. Leave your comments below, and we will both see you guys in the next video.